Today I have a pretty cheerful and colorful card. It says you only live once. It's kind of an inspirational encouragement. It could be retirement also. It says dream, wish, do more of what you love, and fly. Or it could be graduation. So a couple different occasions it could go towards. So I hope you join me as I go through the making of this card. Today I'm going to be using the Artful Affirmations stamp set, which is right here. And there's lots of different inspirational quotes and sayings on there. And I'm also using the Artful Affirmations Gold Dazzles. They also have words, but it also does have these swirls and borders as well. Then I have the Artful Watercolor paper pack, and it is a double-sided pack. And just to give you a preview of that, it's got some really lovely colors, and there are all the sheets on the back. Alright, let's get started. Alright, so I've got a chunk of this paper here, and I'm going to emboss. It says you only live once. I'm going to emboss this with white embossing powder. So I've got my Versamark stamp pad. Gonna ink this up evenly. With these stamps that have a lot of solid area, you want to make sure you get a nice even impression. Now this is the super fine embossing powder in white. Sprinkle that generously over my image. And I have a piece of scrap paper underneath. There we have it. So I'm going to go ahead and heat emboss this with my embossing gun here, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have cut this kind of rectangle shape, and this is all nice and embossed. Let me give you the dimensions. This is 6 and 6.5, almost 6.5 by about 2 7/8. And I have another rectangle piece which I measured to be just smaller than my card. So the card is 6.5 by 5. So I wanted just a really thin white border. So I cut it just smaller than that. But before I glue that down, I want to mat this strip on white cardstock. Then I'm going to glue the cardstock to this piece and line that up. Then I'm going to glue the piece to the card. So here's what my card looks like so far. And I'm just going to do a little more decorating for the front before I finish the inside. Alright, here is my final product. So I have just a few butterflies and little stars from the Artful Affirmations Dazzles. And I also added a bow, and this is from the Artful Watercolors ribbon set. So that's the matching ribbon set that matches the Artful Watercolors paper pack. So here's the inside. I decided to go with a big swatch of color and pattern. So I did this. It's about a square, maybe a little thinner than a square, a piece of vertical striped paper, and then the white side was kind of left blank, so I put some greetings dazzles on there from the Artful Affirmations Dazzles. So it says dream, wish, do more of what you love, and fly. So I was thinking this would make a pretty cool retirement card. So it's kind of encouragement, do more of what you love since you have more time. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this card. If you are interested in the products I used to make this card, please stay tuned for today's bundle. First in today's bundle are the Artful Affirmations Dazzles, and it comes in this pretty gold finish. And here is a project idea on the front, and on the back there are instructions on how to use the dazzles and the innies as well. So just to give you a closer look, we've got some fun sayings. So there's, today is a good day to have a good day. love more, worry less. And it's really neat because these have two pairs of sayings, so you can put one on the front of your card and one on the inside if you like. This one says, don't count your years, make your years count. So there's sort of inspirational affirmations. Do more of what you love, wish, dream. All endings are also beginnings. Fly, the best is yet to come. And then in addition to the sayings, there are butterflies. This is a little cocoon with a caterpillar on a swirl, so that's kind of fun with the leaves. And then another swirl with a butterfly and some little hearts and stars and things like that. So lots of variety in this Dazzle set. Next in the bundle is the Artful Affirmations stamp set. So again, lots of fun sayings as well as a scattering of some images, but mostly words. So let's go through them. We have dance in the direction of your dreams. What makes you different makes you beautiful. And beautiful is a separate stamp in case you want to use that on its own. And these are kind of like, kind of vintage looking. The believe, inspire, wish. May every day be your happily ever after. These are all kind of matching too, so you could use them together or separately. It says be kind, dream big, love others, laugh often. And then we have follow your art. So that's kind of a play on words instead of follow your heart. You only live once. Create, fly, use your wings, and choose happiness. So in addition to those, we have this big heart right there, and also a tiny little butterfly. So these can be used in a variety of different ways. They could also be, in addition to card greetings, it could also be used on scrapbook pages and on other projects, since they're kind of general inspirational words. Finally, we have the Artful Watercolor paper pack, and this is a double-sided paper pack. I'm going to back up a little bit. This set comes with 12 papers, so there's 2 each of 6 designs, but each of the 6 designs has a backside to it, so you've got lots of designs to choose from. Here is a scrapbook page example, and on the back there's a scrapbook spread, and if you look closely, you'll see that the stamps have been used on there, the Artful Affirmation stamps. And then we also have, of course, the collection of Artful watercolor collection, and then the papers here. So let's take a closer look at the papers themselves. It's got a wonderful kind of vintage postcard feel to them. There's lots of, this one has a really beautiful corner treatment with lots of watercolors, staining going on, and there's fun blocks of print in the background. So you could cut those out, use them separately or together. And then there's the lovely pink and purple watercolor with a little bit of texture to it. Then we have a yellow and green diamond pattern. On the back, green and blue and yellowish watercolor. This one's got a variety of postcards and envelopes on it. I really love this look. So again, you can cut these apart and use them separately on a project or together. On the back of that is a really lovely light blue with some splattering techniques and watercolor texture. An all-over stripe, multicolored, multi-patterned. On the back of that is kind of a parchment paper look. Then we have kind of a, this is a houndstooth pattern actually, but it's laid on top of some postcards with writing and a really lovely multicolor watercolor and lacy effect on the corner. On the back of that is a blue and pink watercolor texture, very nice textures there. And then a dark, deep purple, and it's showing a little bit brighter on the camera, but it's really deep, dark purple. You can see in the shadow of my hand here, with splashes and splotches of pink. And an all over beautiful floral print here. And these blossoms are a pretty good size. I'd say about 2 inches, so really nice big blossoms. Alright, so those are the 6 different papers, and again you're getting 2 of each of these in the pack. So we have the Artful Watercolor Paper Pack, Artful Affirmations Stamp Set, and Artful Affirmations Dazzles. Alright, that's it for today's bundle. Thank you so much for watching and have a great week.